Well, Stewie, we're right here in the hustle and bustle of Sydney's Oxford Street. Cars, traffic going by everywhere. Where do you go when you want to get away from it all?
Well, what about here at Paddington Reservoir?
Now, Stuart, this was a public park designed by Tonkin Greer and J&D Landscape.
Yeah, well, you come off the street, down the staircase into this real secret garden, urban oasis, suddenly reveals itself, and I love the way it kind of breaks a whole lot of rules about parks.
Yeah, it's sort of lush, cool space. And what do you mean by rules? A risk?
Well, normally it's all about visibility. This is a lot more hidden, and it really does show how if you take some risk, it pays dividends.
For me, this is all about the space. You've got this layering of old and new. The structures are lining up against each other. You've got this really strong sort of linear gardens that run from north to south.
Yeah, and I think it's really clear. You can see which bits have been inserted, and I love a good insertion.
Yeah, especially into the underbelly of Oxford Street.
Yeah.
I want to show you this. This is one of Sydney's deep, dark secrets.
Well, that sounds painful.
Not many of the public get to go in here, but let's give this a try.
So, Simon, here we are, coming down from Oxford Street into the former reservoir. We get a real sense of what it was like originally.
Yeah, we're right down into the bowels of Oxford Street here, and you can imagine this would have seen a lot over the years. It reminds me of an old Roman bathhouse. Big masonry structure, the vaulted brick ceiling.
Yeah, it's a really robust bit of work, and these great timber columns holding it up. Really substantial, but beautiful, ruin-like interior. When this was filled with water as a reservoir, it would have reached almost to the vaulted ceiling here.
Yeah, this is like a giant swimming pool. It's a key element in Sydney's water supply, feeding most of the surrounding area. Later it was turned into a garage, which it served for about 100 years or so.
Just cars down here and a servo up on the street level.
Yeah, at some stage the roof collapsed. It was a pretty bad state of repairs, almost a ruin. And basically they were going to just close the whole thing off, but the architects and the heritage guys said, oh, hang on a tick, we've got something really valuable here. Let's make it into part of this park experience.
And now, of course, it's part of the park redevelopment and really in a big event space.
Yes.
You have a great party down here.
Yeah, but I think the real magic happens just outside. The architects, Tonkin Greer, have done a lot of this heritage work, Stewie, and the normal way they approach it is to really differentiate between the old and the new. So we've got these old masonry structures around us, and anything new is in this bright new steel frame. It's very obvious what's been inserted into the space.
But at the same time, it is new, but it's clearly referencing the old stuff, because you can see here the vaulting, as we saw below, and also this aluminium is in a brick pattern, so it produces a nice variation of shaded and dappled light.
Yeah, really skillfully handled.
That ruin sense is so overwhelming, but it is also just so tranquil.
Yeah, it's like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or the bars of Caracalla in Rome. It's that fantastic sense of ruin which we all love. We all love a bit of dirtiness.
Indeed, we do. So, Simon, the other great thing here is the furniture strategy, actually loose furniture in a public space, which is pretty rare.
You never see that. And how come it doesn't get nicked, Stewie?
Well, research has actually proven that if you put a decent quality public space there, people don't tend to steal stuff.
No. Hey Stewie, I reckon one of the best measures of good public space is to look where cats go. They seem to have a knack for finding the best spot to hang out.
Yes, they do.
It's a place to just come and be, contemplate, relax, be at one with nature and these beautiful old ruins. So what do you reckon about it, Stewie? Good, bad or ugly?
Oh, definitely good. Good, as good as it gets, really, for public space.
Yeah, I don't think there's many better public spaces in the world than this one.
5 stars from me, Margaret.